Gustavo and Franklin is stuck with a tiger, y'all. They about to get eaten by a tiger. The crew is on the hunt for them, and them essays is still on their asses. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Snowfall video. In this video, we are breaking down the trailer for episode 6, titled The Iliad Part 2. In this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts, theories, and predictions, but I will also love it if you drop yours in the comment section down below so that we can keep the conversation going and discuss what we can expect this Wednesday. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about it. So the trailer opens with Cissy saying, I want y'all to focus on finding my son. They are still at the club. Episode 6 is going to pick up right where episode 5 left off. When it ended, Jerome and Leon were going out to go question Black Diamond, Dallas, and Peaches, all of which had days off and or had used their sick time on the one day that the entire organization gets hit at various locations very strategically. From there, we get the scenes with Franklin and Gustavo sitting in this seemingly conjoined but has a partition cage with this tiger at this crazy man's house, and it's looking like they're actually in his backyard now, not actually in the basement, which is what I thought after seeing it, because there's a garage right behind the cage. So maybe if they holler and scream, somebody can come and help, somebody can hear him, but I doubt not, because this man was able to build this and house and keep a tiger alive without no one being the wiser. This is probably going to be a problem. And part of me wanted to say, Franklin, calm down while you hollering acting a monkey fool. You in one cage, the tiger's in another, but there is clearly a partition there that can be lifted, and Mr. Crazy Tranquilizer Man at some point is going to lift it. Then we get a scene with Aunt Louie and Uncle Jerome meeting up with somebody in a black car. I kind of feel like this could be Buckley. She says keep your ears to the ground. This was a big hit, a lot of people involved, and he has already gotten them out the Lamert Park shooting. When the police were questioning them and roughing them up, she pulled the CI card and pulled him in, and he got them off the hook. My bad, y'all. Looking back at it, that is definitely not Buckley. It is somebody, I think, within maybe a aligned crew. I don't think it would be a rival crew that she's tipping off about this, but somebody in an aligned crew that ultimately Jerome got a swing on, because we get a moment. There's a lot of very quick clips happening in this trailer, but Jerome winds up swinging on the person that they actually pulled up to talk to. And that's probably because the person said some disrespectful shit. And we get a quick clip of Cissy, but then it's ultimately turned into a voiceover where she says whether it's some gangsters or the government to blame, it will happen again. And then from there it cuts to Veronique, who looks like she's worried, and then holding her or putting her hand up to her heart and her chest. Then the crazy man who has Gustavo and Franklin in this cage actually says, oh, I got a few treats for you tonight, talking to his little pet tiger as he's opening up the cage so that the tiger can get into the side that Franklin and Gustavo is on. Y'all, this episode is going to be chaotic AF. Whether it is Louie, Jerome, Leon searching for Franklin, these essays seemingly find Gustavo and Franklin, because it kind of feels like this. They get out the car with the guns, and we're seeing from a point of view of like behind what looks like it could be Gustavo. So maybe they do make it out of the tiger situation unscathed, hopefully. I don't know how they're gonna talk their way out of it. Maybe they pay the man, maybe they're going back for the money, like, yo, we got this amount of money, if you let us go, we'll go get it. Or maybe Gustavo has to go back and get it, and he's holding Franklin. Okay, that makes sense. And the essays have not stopped looking. It's nighttime now, and they find Gustavo, so this is about to be a problem. Franklin, this $3 million is gonna be gone, because you're gonna have to toss some of this money to these essays, some of this money to this crazy man, and at this point you need your life, so let's go ahead and chalk it up as that loss. We see Leon burst into some, I don't know if it's a corner store or it's not a house. This trailer is moving so daggone fast, y'all. It's really hard to see what is happening. But what you can take from that is that it's definitely going to be an action-packed episode. I'm definitely predicting that Franklin and Gustavo make it out. They just gonna wind up being $3 million lighter. I think we're gonna get an update of Teddy in this episode, but not much. We might just get one scene just for us to know that he's alive and stable after surgery. But for the most part, this episode is going to focus on Franklin, the organization trying to find him, and him trying to make his way back to safety. Let me know what your thoughts, theories, and predictions are for the episode. Drop them in the comment section down below. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out on any of my Snowfall coverage. It's your good sis Erica Vane, and I'll see you in the next one.